Oh ho ho! Merry Christmas, folks. It is Merry Christmas on World of Warships for 2023. And ladies and gentlemen, it is great to be here. First and foremost, thank you so much for your support this year. It has been greatly, immensely appreciated. You have been absolutely astounding. Um, it's been a full-on year, folks, that is for sure. So, 12.11 has arrived. A lot of things have happened. Okay, so first and foremost, as I had been repeatedly saying on my stream, as well as on my previous YouTube videos, that airship escort has been removed from random battles, and it has been made an announcement beforehand. So there's a lot of things going on as well too. First off the bat in this video, that the Christmas intro for World of Warships was actually pretty cool. Now, if you haven't seen it, I actually did a separate video for that, so go check it out at your own time and leisure, what the intro was. But in all seriousness though, they had a nice staff member well dressed up and dancing around and having a great time. Dressing up the Christmas tree and all the decorations around the building as well too, so that was actually pretty cool. And also making the presents. Now we are in a very interesting time of year. It's a season to be jolly, season to be having fun, and at the same time we're all about enjoying ourselves. Now let's go check it out, shall we, what we're in for. Okay, so when you're logging in the game, you'll be greeted with a lot of announcements and stuff like that in the game. But if you had been logged into the game every now and then, make sure you get your rewards for collecting your Christmas containers and other things that's in there as well. So make sure you do that. Now, I will admit very openly, folks, there's a lot of cool things in the game that has been announced, and we'll go through that in the moment here. Now, I will run it through with you a couple things about in regarding to certain things that has been announced in the game as such. Now, there's one thing I'd like to talk about is in regarding to the Gingerbread Man song and stuff like that. So first and foremost, there is a sequence that has been told by many people out there. So we'll go ahead and go through the motions and get that put together. At the moment, as you can see, that my account's being loaded up with a lot of cool stuff for Christmas this year. So thank you again, Wargaming, for your much love and support. And it has been greatly appreciated. And bloody hell, it's looking good. A lot of cool things are coming out. Wow, there's some cool camouflages. I saw the stored and also the Scharnhorst 43, and we'll be talking about that as well. And there's a few other things that is actually, being put together here. So there's a lot of cool things. Wow, that's unreal. But okay, so when you log into the game, you got the Santa, port that you're in right now, and it looks actually very nice in the distance here. Wow, that's caught me off guard there. There's a lot of cool things there going on here. But the Santa port looks actually pretty phenomenal. It looks very, very nice. So there's a lot of things in there that we're going to be touching base here. So first and foremost, let's go ahead and start talking about in regarding to the Gingerbread Man sequence that you have to deal with. Now, you go to the armory. This is how you do it. So we're going to the armory, and here we are, doing as we normally do. And here it is. We're going to go make sure we go to Santa Gifts, and over here you can click on certain things. Like for example, number 1 is here, number 2 is here. Number 3 is these decorations. Number 4 is this lantern, lantern candle thing. 5. This is gingerbread. So hang on, folks. There's a lot. You have to pay attention to where these gingerbread men are. Okay, so 1. And then 3 is uh, 5, 6. There you go. That took me a while. So there's a sequence to it. I will post a little snippet for you to actually have a look for yourself. You have to look very carefully on your screen where the gingerbread men are hiding, and that is exactly how you do it. That looks actually look pretty cool. That is actually a very nice way of doing it. Okay, so this is actually how this is going on now. Okay, these containers do contain a lot of cool things for ships and stuff like that, so I will cover that. So each of these containers have certain proportions of things that you can get. Now I won't buy them outright, but I will show you what it looks like. Oh, here we go. That was a cool animation right there. Alright, so this is the standard Santa gift container. Basically, as you can see here, you get a whole bunch of rare ships that you can acquire. As you scroll through here on the list that you got, you probably will find that you have a lot of ships that you've already got and a lot of ships you don't have, and this is an absolute awesome opportunity for you to win something nice. Now I have to admit, I mean, like some of these ships I'm actually a bit nervous of getting. Some of my friends I have witnessed, they got the Kamikaze R, which is a very rare one, by the way. That's beautiful. I'll show you what it looks like, and this is what the ship looks like. And I actually have to say that from what I've seen in game and also on stream from different people's streams, it is a very nice warship, and it's actually fun to play. And if you're into that sort of thing, it's actually pretty cool. So you have a chance to win any of those ships that I was showing you earlier, but at the same time though, you get like 30 days of premium, some economic bonuses, of what is listed there as above, with some blues and greens and greys, also 500 doubloons, Commander XP, coal, there's a whole heap. So if you go through the full list, this will actually tell you what's on there, and that is actually pretty damn nice. Now I will show you what the other ones look like, so that we're on the same boat. There you go. That is so cool. I love that. That's so cool. She's wonderful though. Here we go. Let's go for the full list. This is the big one. That's that's in between, and that's actually a very nice container right there. 90 days of premium time, which is pretty cool. I mean, like, everyone loves premium time. You definitely get some signals, doubloons, 1500 doubloons, which is pretty cool. There's also the 7500 coal, which is not too bad, and also 60,000 commander free XP, and also some in-game currency and a few other things as well too. Plus, you will notice that the chances of getting a warship is actually higher than the other container that I was showing you beforehand. So that's actually not too bad. But if you really want to go where the action is really at, a lot of people have been going towards this. The mega container. Now, the mega container, in my opinion, this is where it has been a very well received container in World of Warships. Even though tier 10 and rare ships are 1%, but you definitely have a very good chance of winning something nice. Now, I have to admit that there's over a whole bunch of ships in there that you could win out of there. From tier 8 to 9, there's a whole bunch of ships that you can get, and then also the rare ships is very optimistic as well too. I have to admit there's only a few rare ships that I haven't got yet that I'm actually very surprised, but there's a good chance of you getting something nice out of it in this game for sure. Now, I will be honest with you folks that there's a lot of opportunity for you to get something nice in the game in terms of the mega container, because the mega container does contain very well received rewards. As you can see here, you got like 180 days of premium time. Imagine if you opened like 100 containers and opened up maybe 4 of those with 180 days. That is pretty much you got the entire year and 2 years worth of subscription of premium time that you don't need. But let me just be honest with you. If you notice that my premium time is over 1,000 already, I don't need it really. In all seriousness though. But I am hoping to see these red economic bonuses, which is pretty good. Blue ones are very nice as well. The balloons is always great to have as well to come back, and also that's 2,500 worth. But you get some camouflages, and you get some coal, 100,000, elite commander XP, and some decent amount of in-game currency as well too. So this is actually pretty nice. Now I will be honest though that, as I said beforehand many times, that there's a lot of ships to obtain from this list. The ones that you're probably more intrigued about is focusing on the definite rare warships that's in the game. Now, for example, that the John Bar, the original. If you don't have it, it's a good warship. Heisen, that was pretty good as well too. Nelson, that was a very decent tier 7 ship back in the day when it was a free XP ship, and it was pretty good to play with, especially for operations. Napoli is very good. I mean, like, don't get me wrong. I mean, like, the Napoli, for example, is very good to get. And I know that you can get it through coal at the moment at this stage, but it is a bit expensive. So if you get it for free out of these mega center containers, that is actually an option, option and opportunity at the same time. It's a pretty good option. Now, Kronstadt, I mean, like, I had my eyesight on that for a while. Belfast, the original Belfast, that's very good. Smaland, a lot of good things about the Smaland. Okay, there's a lot of good things about the Smaland, and I'll tell you this now, that if you look at the Smaland, and the reason why, well, very short version of this ship is that it's got good, decent guns, torpedoes, and also radar. It's a very good warship all around. I have to say that it's fun to play with. It's very fun to play with. Another rare ship that a lot of people have been talking about for a very, very long time that I haven't got the ship yet is this one, the Venom. It's a tier 9 American destroyer, very well known for its right. It's got good guns. It has excellent torps. The torps is 10.5 kilometer range, and it has not one but 2 on each side for torpedo base, and that is phenomenal. This ship really kicks ass, and you can actually go into any battle with it in terms of random ranked brawls with it, and it is just absolute devastating warship. If you see a Venom in battle, the first reaction is coming from the player is that I must get it. That's pretty much it. But it's a good ship to play with as well too. As I said, there's a lot of ships in there, and that is rare and also very good. Now, for example, the Enterprise, if you love collecting warships, Enterprise is a good aircraft carrier tier 8. Georgia, Thunderer, Missouri, and Musashi, Massachusetts, even the Lenin, Alaska, all those kind of ships I'm talking about right now, Smolensk and that sort of thing, all these ships you're seeing right now, they're all fantastic. Asashio, a lot of people have a lot of memes with the Asashio, and I know for a good example that one of my moderators and a good friend of mine, Hemo, he loves his Osashio. The amount of gameplay and videos that he has sent me is absolutely off the chain. There are some people out there who have done exceptionally well with it. If you'd like to play something that's rare and is enjoyable at tier 6, the T-61 is a beautiful boat. It's a lovely German destroyer at tier 6, and it has some decent torp range of 8 kilometers. For a German destroyer with smoke and the ability to maneuver quite quickly and everything, it is a very nice destroyer overall. But overall, all these ships are pretty good. There's over 150 ships to choose from this, containers, so hopefully you'll get something nice out of it. So that's pretty much it. Now, since you played the Gingerbread Man song, by the way, you notice that the Gingerbread Men are now gone. That's okay. That's okay. But anyhow, I mean, like, let's just go ahead and talk about the actual event and everything that's going on here. So let's go talk about the Battle Pass. Now the Battle Pass for this year is a little bit different. It's been renamed to Holidays in Santa City. So Holidays in Santa City, it has a whole bunch of phases. Now you have at least up to 10 phases to get the Scharnhorst 43. And then later on, as you progress, you get to phase 20, you get the stored 43. Now, the good thing about both of these ships is that if you do the time to grind it and everything, you'll be able to get it to ship with no problem. As you can see here, you can actually do different types of game modes to actually meet the requirements of what you have to do, as long as you pay attention to what has been written here and just keep doing it day in, day out. You have plenty of time, folks, to get this done. You have exactly 1 month to complete it, and it is very much doable. And it is like 20 phases, you can't go wrong. If you really want to unlock all the other features, you have to unlock it, and you pay 3,500 doubloons just to go through the motions and go through it all. By the end of the day, to complete the whole thing is actually good rewards, and honestly, there's plenty of Santa containers along the way, as well as some camouflages, certificates to be traded in towards these sort of things. And also you get 1,200 steel, some coal, 4,000 coal worth. But I believe you get some other coal. Yeah, look at that, 12,000, 4,000. See, like that, like this sort of thing. If you unlock the 3,500 doubloons and just do this whole event from start to finish and get all these things, you will be laughing your ass off that it'll be so quick and easy for you to do. Now, one thing that I will mention though is that there's a code that has been announced for quite some time already. It's called Santa 2023. You get a nice container or something out of it, and you redeem it obviously through the online World of Warships webpage, and then you get some cool rewards out of it. Now there is a news article that's in the game as well, but it's also on the website, but I will show you the in the in-game as well. Just bear with us 1 second here. Takes a little while to load, but it is pretty informative what you have to do, what to deal with. Okay. I'm in this middle just checking it out. Takes a little while to load onto these things, unfortunately. Alright. It's finally come up. It takes a while. The webpage is a little bit slow for Asia for some reason today. Don't worry, it's okay. It happens, but it's alright. but no matter, is that's that time of year. So here you go. There's a you know, festive events calendar. Make sure you check it out, what's involved here, and read it, and make sure you're participating the offer that's available there. And also to talk about the dockyard and other things. Actually, it looks pretty cool, you know, like the little funky animation they got going on there. If you click next, they start talking about the events, the stories, and like that sort of thing. So here's like the video that you talk about the delivery of Santa gifts in the army. That's actually pretty nice. Also, that they talk about the New Year gifts and everything about all the ships that you could get in the game. There's a whole bunch, and obviously, if you expand the list, that is a bucket load of ships, and that's a lot of opportunity there. And obviously, you know, talk about the containers that you can get. Also, in the mega gift container, and it brings up the big gift container, and then last but not least, just the generic basic one. But they're all very good, folks. They're all very good. I mean, like, if you scroll down through it all, it's actually very nice. Obviously, you can get your commanders as well, and also the camos for all the specific ships. This is what I'm going to show you briefly in what it's there. This is the Yoshino. This one here is the Alaska. This one here is the tier 8 or tier 9 New Year's camo. The Cleveland, Crashburg, Scharnhorst. Whoa. Okay. Fuso, not bad. Gade, pretty cool. Weiser or Weiser. I don't know. I think it's Weiser. I'm not sure about the pronunciation of it, but it's a German aircraft carrier, tier 6. Nuremberg, New York, and that's it. But it actually looks, you know, pretty damn nice, I have to say. So it looks actually pretty cool. We'll check it out. The Dockyard is now available as well too. It's a Michelangelo. A lot of people don't like it. I have been told. I actually understand the reason why. The Michelangelo, in my opinion, when I first looked at it, I have to say that it's not something I'm a very big fan of it either. But this is the Dockyard, what it looks like. You get some good rewards along the way. But I will admit that when you get to the tier 9 Michelangelo, you get that ship at the end of the day. I probably have it already in my port that I could probably show it to you right now, which I do actually, and this is the Michelangelo right now. Michelangelo is a very interesting warship. It has small guns at the front, big guns in the middle, and most of your action is with the big guns. So I don't know about the gameplay of this ship yet. I haven't mastered it or anything like that, but what I can tell you is that the Michelangelo is a nice looking ship, but it's just like the gameplay style is very different compared to what I'm used to. So I don't know what to tell you at this stage, because like I'm still trying to figure it out right now. I mean, like it's really tough to just, you know, talk about this topic about the Michelangelo. What I can tell you is that it's got good decent torp range of 8 kilometers, but for a tier 9 cruiser it's a bit rough. I mean, like what it goes up against in terms of the in-game, because you have like German warships, for example, firing at least 13.5 click torps, or submarines and other things along the way too. So I think that this ship is a bit of a balance in between, but it's a bit of a scary fort as well too. Now I mentioned earlier about the Scharnhorst 43, what it looks like, what it looks like in terms of, you know, the battle pass. But this is what the ship you're going to get. It's basically a standard Scharnhorst that you already got in the game, but it has better equipment and modules and guns and everything. is a little bit different, but at the same time that there are some things good about it and other things bad about it. But it is still technically a pretty good operation warship, a brawl warship as well too. Some people have been using it in ranked and swear by it actually, saying it's a lot better, you know, with the reload times and other things that they were talking about. So the Scharnhorst 43 is pretty good. The Stored on the other hand, is a very interesting response by a lot of people. The Stored has been well received in game as well too. It's got nice torpedoes and a few other things as well about it that is actually pretty fun and versatile, as best described. It's got 2 guns in the rear, 2 guns in the front. Obviously it's got torpedoes, so about 10-kilometer range, which is pretty decent. The Scharnhorst 43 on the other hand, I believe that the Scharnhorst 43 has a decent torp range of 6 kilometers. Still is. Same as the original, and also the Scharnhorst B. Not much different. But anyway, getting back into the Stored 43. As you look at the equipment and also the exterior side of things, there's not much you can truly tell about the equipment side of things, but you got like smoke, you got like heals, which is pretty nice to have. There's no engine boost, and there's nothing you can swap it out with either. So it's got depth charges, and it's actually pretty good. It's fun, quick and engaging warship to play. So that's pretty much it, folks. I mean, like, it is a bit, you know, a lot to take in this video, but I will be honest though, there's a lot of things that I felt that, you know, like, there's a lot of things you can take away from this, that I think that the Christmas event for this year is actually pretty forlorn. But I would probably recommend this to you. If I was playing the game right now for the Christmas event for World of Warships, casual or hardcore, I would focus on doing your dailies as best you can and doing your battle pass as quick as possible. So when you go to the battle pass holidays for Santa, make sure you do the battle pass and do what is required to go through each phase, and you'll be able to go there quickly through it all the way through to get to the Scharnhorst 43 and also the Stored 43. You could whale it if you will. And when I say whaling, I mean, you know, just whipping out your credit card or something like that, or your doubloons that you got in game, and go unlock, pay the 3,500, and then pay the X amount on top of that to actually complete the phase from start 1 to 20, and then just call it a day, and then that's it. You got that all sorted. Some people have done that. I found that out, and they said it was actually a good, you know, outcome for them. Here we go. This is like, you know, a Santa container, for example, standard size one. And as you can see, here a mic, but as you open it up, it actually looks pretty cool. Economic benefits. Whoa! An added vacant slot. So there's that too. Had me excited there for a moment. Could have been a ship. Ship XP bonus. That's the New Year's Sky camo. Oh! It's a ship. Hey, check that out. Get to California. That's pretty nice. That's pretty cool, right? So that's pretty nice. Alright, so, you know, there's some people will have, you know, great success in getting it. Some of these containers and stuff like that. Some, you know, just had some bad luck. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's all about having fun for this festival season anyway. But yes, I mean, like, if you're doing your snowflakes, now I will be honest, snowflakes can be such a tedious process. It can be so excruciating just to get it done. As you can see when you go festive rewards here, I will tell you now that the more ships you get done in the battles you've played, the more opportunities that you can have all these, you know, ships done in your list. Now I have to say that my list is pretty damn big to go through, and that's just one server. I got 3 servers to go through. All right, so hey, I'm not flexing, except that guy named you know, Leroy Jenkins in that corner over there. He probably will be okay. And then again, it could be Boxy. I mean, like Scans or anybody else, they could be flexing. Like, it's like, yeah, man, I got 3 accounts and I got 600 ships. You know, like they'd probably just, you know, joke with us about that. But you know, in all seriousness though, if you have a lot of warships to go through, hey, I encourage you to go grab your friends, have a good time with them, and just play a few hours per day. Keep going at it. Just keep going at it. And the more battles you play, the more opportunities you can get these certificates out of the way, and you can actually trade in these certificates. Now, let me just show you what it does for the certificate side of things. Alright, so go back to the armory. And you see this holiday adventure. Click on that, and then you see certificates. Alright. So you see certificates, and then you see like you can purchase like new camos, permanent camouflages, commanders, and stuff like that, which is fun and engaging, and it's well worth it, your time. There's also some bundle certificates as well, for the certificates as well. Also, it does give you an opportunity to get the permanent camouflages as well for the ships. And also new commander choices, and hot damn, there's a lot at level 6 for all those commanders and stuff, but that is pretty damn cool. Overall, it looks pretty nice. So you can trade it in for that. So that's actually pretty damn cool. Okay, I know it's a lot to take in, but more importantly, folks, is for you to do what to do is best for you in terms of enjoying yourself, having a great time with your friends out there in World of Warships for this year, for 2023, and the lead up to the new year for 2024. On behalf of everyone here, as well as, you know, the Wargaming staff, and also the other community contributors and streamers who have been streaming World of Warships for the past 12 months, we want to say thank you very much, everybody, for your amazing support, and we appreciate that very, very much. So it has been greatly appreciated. We also thank our viewers who have been there for us as well too, and on top of that, we also want to start off by saying, you know, we look forward to the new viewers who come in as well into our communities, and you know, thank you again for your amazing support. It's been greatly appreciated. But on behalf of everyone here, we want to wish you a Merry Christmas and a safe New Year for the lead up to 2024. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, this is Admiral Revan here. Merry Christmas, everybody. I wish you well, and I hope you all have a wonderful festive season for this year. Until then, stay safe, take care, have a wonderful Christmas, and safe travels wherever you're going, and we look forward to seeing you all in World of Warships, and also in the new year as well. Until then, action stations, folks. If you like this video, give it a like, and also feel free to give it some comments. Until then, have a Merry Christmas, everybody. Peace. Love you all.